So resistors tend to have 4, sometimes 5 stripes. And the stripes determine the value of the resistor. It's just an easy way for us to determine, to see at a glance what the value is. And there's a lot of common values, so when you do this long enough, like I just know picking up this resistor, I just instantly know that this is a 1K resistor. I just recognize the brown, black, red. But to go through it, you have the first digit and the second digit. These are read as numbers. And then the third digit is basically how many zeros are after it. You can think of it as a multiplier. So we multiply it by this amount. Then we have a tolerance, which is the fourth stripe. This fourth stripe determines what that approximate tolerance is. So if we look at this resistor here, we've got brown, black, red, gold. Brown is a 1, black is a 0, red is a 2. So 1, 0, and then 2 zeros afterwards. That's 1, 0, 0, 0, so 1,000 or 1K. Gold is the tolerance, so that's its tolerance. In other words, it can be off by a certain amount. So if we look here, we can see these values. We've got brown, black, and then red. And then tolerance of gold is 5%. That's how we can tell. And here I am just measuring the resistance. I've measured the resistance as approximately 985 ohms. We have a gold fourth stripe. Gold means we should be 5%, within 5% of tolerance. And if we do the math, for a 1,000 ohm resistor, that means that we should be about 50 ohms in either direction. So that could be 950 to 1,050. We are at 985. So we're within tolerance. We can be off by that amount. If you need more tolerance, it's more expensive. If you don't care about tolerance, you can get them cheaper. If tolerance is not as big of a deal, you can be 10% off if you have a silver one. 10% doesn't matter as much. For some projects, you just need a decent value there. And when you're producing at a massive amount of bulk, sometimes, that 0.2 cents per resistor can really add up. A resistor also has a wattage rating. This wattage rating is based on the physical size of the resistor and in many cases what it's made of. And so you can have quarter watt or 1 watt resistors or multi-watt resistors. It's just how much heat can it dissipate. So we don't need a lot of power for this, but you can have larger resistors and so on. One of the previous videos I went through and showed some of the really the high-end resistors. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.